Okay, let's go like this. Rage. Beautiful. That is the dream combo right there. Tornado, Rage, into the Electro Dragon. And you can see there, right? He had an Inferno Dragon. He had an Inferno Dragon and an Executioner, and it just got melted. Oh my gosh. Ooh, what is up, gamers? It's Jerky here, and welcome to the first day of the new season. Let's go, baby. And for those of you wondering where I finished last season, here's my rank inside the top 2,500 in the entire world. This was a personal best for me, but still not as high as I want it to be. My goal for one of the next few seasons is to finish inside the top 1,000. So stay tuned for that. But enough about me. I'm sure everybody is fiending for new decks with the Evo Electro Dragon and the Goblenstein card. But I can assure you, you need not look any further. After scouring through dozens, and I mean dozens of decks on Royale API, I found the grossest deck out of all of them right here. Evo Electro Dragon, Evo Goblin Giant with the Goblenstein. Goblenstein. Essentially how this deck works is you build up a massive single lane push with the Evo Goblin Giant, Evo Electro Dragon, and Goblenstein. Tornado everything into one massive pile, pop the ability, and it's GG's. But actually this deck is really strong, and more importantly, it's really fun to use. The start of the season is a great time to experiment with new decks, try new things, and just figure out how the new card interactions work. So don't put too much pressure on yourself at the beginning of the season. More importantly, just have fun. So that being said, I'm gonna have some fun clapping some of my opponents with this deck. But as we know, talk is cheap. So we'll get into some matches right now, and I will show you how to cook with this deck. Alright, into our first match of the video with this new deck. I'm so excited to show you how to play this. I've been playing around with it a little bit off stream, and it's pretty good actually. The Goblenstein I thought was actually going to be kind of trash, but it's actually okay. I'm actually going to cycle my Evo Dragon first play like a menace because I want to get to my Evo one. I also want to get to my Evo Goblin Giant, so depending on how he responds to it, I might even play my Goblin Giant, because that's kind of the crux of this deck, is you want to get to your Evos as quickly as possible. And they're both one cycle evolutions, well technically two cycle evolutions, but every other one is an evolved one. I thought for sure they were going to nerf the E-Dragon, so that wouldn't be the case, but alas they didn't. Since he just cycled Fireball, I'm going to do this. I think it might be difficult for him to defend, to be completely honest. Nice, okay, arrows come down, perfect. He spent 8 elixir on that. I'm fine. That doesn't bug me at all. Okay, I'm going to go for my Goblenstein card here. I think it's going to be an easy defense. Big Boy's just going to tank for everything. The Doctor behind going to help stun it, and Cannoneer is going to do fine on defense, so not a problem. It also kind of clogs the lane, right? Because when the Goblenstein monster drops, it's like, well, now he doesn't really want to play anything there. Looks like he's going to drop the Muskie, so we're going to go like this. Look, for only 2 elixir, we can totally just, like, stun this entire thing. Super easy there. Okay. I'm going to circle my guards in the back because I'm sure he's going to play something on the Goblenstein monster. Nice. Nice. So far, so good. You kind of want to be diligent until you have the perfect cycle to go in for a giant push. Like, this deck kind of thrives on clogging up a single lane, going into the same lane as your opponent. Okay, this is going to work out really well for us. Oh, excellent. Okay, so we're going to go like this. This is going to chain on to, like, a lot of this graveyard. I'm going to drop a Rage here just to be safe. Awesome. So even though we're running Cannoneer, we're going to be okay. I'm going to drop this Goblin Giant here. I know that the Skelly Drag is going to cross the bridge first, but it'll retarget the tower, hopefully. Nice. Goblin Giant's tanking. Let's Tornado everything in here, like especially if he goes for Barbarians, but he can't afford it right away. And so you can see that counter push was too much for him, and the E-Dragon is going to chain on all the Barbarians and the tower. Nice. Look at that. Easy peasy. I feel like it didn't even get to show the power of that entire push, but meh. If he goes in for a graveyard, we have guards. Ooh, okay, interesting deck. Let's go Goblenstein here. Beautiful. Gets a small little mortar lock, but I ain't worried about it. That's a pretty bad fireball, all things considered. Arrows come down, so we'll have a hard time dealing with these bats. I'm actually going to rage all of these up here and tornado these in. Nice, look at that. And that's going to be tower down here because he doesn't have arrows in cycle. So you can see how easy it is to punish people with this deck. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful plays by us. I'm going to go ahead and go Goblenstein here. E-Dragon to help clean up this graveyard. Nice. Rage. Bats. And that's going to be an easy first matchup with this disgusting deck. We'll see you in the next one. Into our next match here against Pro Player. Super underrated play with this deck is to use the Tornado to pull everything into the beam of the Goblenstein monster. Okay, he cycles his battle ram, probably trying to get to his Evos. This is actually perfect for us. The stun of this Electro Giant is going to essentially negate this from hitting our tower. I'm going to drop the guards here. Beautiful. Okay, Firecracker comes down. Tornado is probably the most important card in this deck because you don't have an arrows or you don't have a fireball or anything like that. So you really need to rely on your Tornado to kill cards like Firecracker and things like that. Okay, he got really aggressive, so I'm gonna go like this. Try and activate King Tower. I failed. I failed the timing on that, but we're still gonna have a really nice push here. Okay, so we're just gonna go in here. Most players won't be able to defend a push like this. Nice. Evil E-Drag's gonna go crazy. Nice. Rage all of this up. And we're gonna get a decent amount of damage here. That's actually gonna take care of the Magic Archer. So you can see there, he just fireballed aggressively one time and already took so much of his tower. So this is like, it feels kind of broken. I don't know. And it killed his entire, he had like a Dark Prince down and he had a Magic Archer and all of that just got wiped. Especially if you can manage your cycle where all of your Evos align, it's disgusting. I'm going to cycle a Goblenstein in this lane. We have really strong defense on the other lane. We have Tornado, we have Ice Wizard, we have all of these things. The stun from the Doctor will reset the Battle Ram. Oh, that was a really bad fireball. That was a horrid fireball. Okay. I'm going to go like this to try and keep the Doctor alive. Oh, Doctor lives with 1 HP. That's huge. Huge 1 HP Doctor. Okay, let's do this. Light the beacon. Oh, go, go, go. Oh, the Doctor died. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. If the Doctor stayed alive there, that beacon would have gone crazy. Nonetheless, he still has to respond to these bats. I'm going to do this. It'll probably force out a Firecracker. I would think he has to drop something on this. Yeah, he does. I'm going to rage this up. Oh, greedy rage by your boy, but I was feeling it. Okay, E-Dragon here. Ice Wizard will do great against this Battle Ram. He'll probably Fireball or something. Nah, he goes for the Magic Archer. That's not a big deal. Okay. Nice. Good King Tower activation by us. And at this point, we're pretty much inside of spell cycle range. Even Rage, like Tornado, do a decent amount of damage. And he can't fully stop this from getting on the tower, especially with Rage. So, easy match there. I feel like we didn't even play it, like, perfectly. Like, the one big push I had didn't quite work out. But the defense of this deck kind of speaks for itself. I almost feel like the defense is like, the most powerful part of this deck. More so than the offense. Alright, let's go like this. Goblin Giant in the pocket. Tornado everything into the Electro Dragon. Oh my god. Tornado, Evo Electro Dragon is such a strong combo. Learn it. I'll see you in the next game. Into our next match here. Climbing up pretty fast. Every win we go up a league. Ish, or like a league and a half, I'm not sure. So just the start of the season, you know, these are my first matches as well. So I'm still learning things and learning interactions. But what I do know is that this deck is very strong. Okay, he goes Hogs. I'm going to like play this like fairly conservative and try and get a really nice counter push here. Goblenstein should eat the shots from the berry, which are awesome here. Nice. And there was a Cannoneer nerf recently, and it is noticeable for sure, but it's not like horrible. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this die and just cycle my E-Dragon and clog this lane. Ideally, I can get my Evos to align if I go in for a Goblin Giant here. Nice, and he's kind of just like needlessly cycling. I'm going to go Bats here because if he doesn't spend on those Bats, they're going to do like a crap ton of damage, right? Ooh, I don't agree with that play like at all. Like at all. Okay, nice, fair enough. The Hunter does work against most of our troops, so he gets not really that much damage, but he was able to defend with the defensive Royal Hogs. No Hogs in cycle, so I don't really need to spend anything here. I think my goal would be to force out a lot of Elixir, so then I could build up a massive push in like the opposite lane. So let's do this. Now we have both of our Evos in cycle and our Dr. Goblenstein. I'm going to do this. Go Ice Wizard here just to negate damage. Yeah, we're okay. We're going to Tornado this all to the middle here because the E-Drag's going to help chain onto everything. Awesome. Nice. So I defended a little more than I should have in that circumstance, I feel like. But even with that, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. I think in this matchup, it might be okay to go same lane because we're defending the Hogs, and then we get a really nice counter push. So I think I'm going to start pushing into the same lane. I think that's the move here after thinking about this matchup. Nice. Goblenstein once again taking for the berry. It's just the Hunter that's kind of the problem. It just gets so much value against our deck. Okay. So we're going to go like this. We're going to pop this ability and tornado everything in. Beautiful, beautiful. So now the Hunter's dead. And the Hunter was like the main thing we had issues with. Like, because it just DPS'd all of our stuff down so quickly. He got back to another one so fast. So well played. But we got good damage. Oh my god, and the Hunter just died. The Hunter just went down. Nice, 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 nice. Let's keep the pressure up. Double E-Dragon on the tower. We're going to tornado everything in. He's going to have to play something. Or he just gives up. Nice. Switching the same lane was definitely the move there. You can see how strong the tornado combination is with the Electro Dragon. We're just going to hog up this lane. This lane is closed, sir. Please don't come in. He just gave up. So easy win there once we figured out the lane switch. I love this deck. We'll hold that W. I'll see you in the next game. Alrighty, up here against Ragnar the King. I feel like I played against this guy before. I'm not sure. Still weird to see people running Dagger Duchess. I still think even after the balance changes, it's the worst tower troop, but that's kind of just my opinion. Okay, he cycled a Valk. I'm going to go Goblin Giant here. Helps us get to our evolution, and it's only 2 elixir more than the Valkyrie he spent. And we can essentially just drop bats on that. I'm going to do this because the Goblin Gang it's always worth raging. Like, it's pretty much every time always worth dropping a rage on that. At least in my opinion. I feel like it's worth it. Yeah, let's go Goblenstein and the monster right here. Beautiful. Look at all that. Okay. Should full counter the Mega Knight, at least I think. Yeah, I'm going to drop cards here. Nice. Easy defense there against the Mega Knight. We've already taken like half of his tower in one push, and we weren't even really trying to. Good to know that he has the Inferno Tower. With the Inferno Tower out of cycle, knowing he doesn't have like a P.E.K.K.A. or anything like that. Well, I guess he could be playing P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight. We could even go in at the bridge. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. He doesn't have Inferno Tower in cycle. I'm going to do this just to limit the amount of damage. And then we're going to go in with an Evo Goblin Giant. And I think it's going to be really hard for him to stop this. Okay. Nice. Go, 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 go. Nice. The Giant actually went in front. That's perfect. And that Firecracker is going to go down. And now we just won the game. No Inferno Tower in cycle. So really important to go in when he didn't have that in cycle. So really good recognition from us. Really good recognition just taking a little bit of Hog Rider damage, knowing that we were going to get the tower. Okay. We're going to do a little split action here. Maybe we can set up some electricity across the arena. I feel like that's one of my favorite things to do. Curious to see if he, like Loki, looks like he gave up. But no, okay, he's still fighting. I respect that. Okay. I'm going to go guards to protect my doctor. I'm going to pop the ability to just kind of see what happens. Whole lot of nothing. That's okay, it's fine. It's an easy defense, honestly. Nice. Dude, the E-Drag is crazy, and then you can tornado everything in, and the Firecracker just goes down. Do not be afraid to use your tornado with the Electro Dragon. It's like the perfect use case for it. Rage here. Goes for the Hog Rider. You can feel the desperation from my opponent. Yeah, he just wasted his bats as well. I'm going to try and block the Inferno if he gets it down in the middle. Nice. Great prediction there. Oh my gosh. We read this man like a book, and there's no way that he stops this push. So this is going to be tower down, rage onto everything. Yeah. This deck is such a menacing deck, dude. Oh my gosh. Well, GG's to Ragnar the King. This game's over, so we're going to make sure that he doesn't get any of our towers. Give him a little cheerleader emote. We'll hold that W, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Into our next match here against Urzen. Whenever you see your opponents running Dagger Duchess, it's very good for you. Like anytime you're playing like a beatdown deck or something like that. Okay, we're just gonna, I think the best thing for me would be cycle a Goblenstein. It's only a 1 elixir commitment here. The monster is gonna tank for the Valkyrie, and then the doctor behind it gonna offer a stun. Ooh, he used his mini P.E.K.K.A. I don't know about that play there, brother. Okay, I don't want to be dramatic. But I think we may have won the game. Not to be dramatic. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go like this. Rage. Beautiful. That is the dream combo right there. Tornado Rage into the Electro Dragon. And you can see there, right? He had an Inferno Dragon. He had an Inferno Dragon and an Executioner, and it just got melted. Oh my gosh. That's the power of this deck right there. That's exactly what we wanted. So really well played to us. Whew, that was satisfying. And you can see the overcommitment, right? Going for the mini P.E.K.K.A, going for the Void. I'm going to go early bats here. Yeah, he's gonna have to play a spell of some sort. Or not, okay. Just lets the mini P.E.K.K.A die. Beautiful. Okay, that was a good arrows. So since he doesn't have mini P.E.K.K.A in cycle, I'm just gonna set up for a Goblin Giant. It's better to do it at the back so you can build up enough elixir to get your Electro Dragon down and have your Tornado. Because if you just do it and you can't afford the support cards, that's when you run into trouble with this deck. So you want to make sure that when you're going for your pushes, you have enough elixir to play your support cards and things like that. So yeah, like you said, we know he has Inferno. I'm going to save the Tornado for the Inferno Dragon if it comes down. If it doesn't come down, I don't need to waste the Tornado. Bats to maybe keep this alive? Yeah, it's fine. Cool. And just like that, we've already almost taken the other tower. So if you don't like playing against Mega Knight, maybe this is the deck for you. I'm going to do a little split here. Have the option to use the ability across map. That's one of my favorite plays to do. Okay, Mega Knight comes down. We're going to go Ice Wizard and then Electro Dragon. I misplaced that Ice Wizard, but that's fine. I'm going to probably try and set up a kite here. Okay. Like I said, learn how to do kites with this deck. It's very, very necessary. I'm gonna pull back the mini P.E.K.K.A. Nice, but the Mega Knight was still targeting the other troops. Gonna Tornado everything in, and look at this chain, look at this chain, look at this chain. He has to go for the Void on the E-Dragon, and look at the right side tower, it's down. So it's just too overwhelming for this guy to defend. He has to spend so much on our pushes, and we have to spend virtually nothing. I'm gonna kite this backwards. No chance that this gets on my tower. Guards to protect the HP as well, and we're gonna give him the good game. Really, really well played to us. I'll hold that W and see you in the next one. All right, up here against Cal Basoto, I don't know. Whenever I see characters like that, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to read it. We're just gonna wait a moment and kind of see. I'm so excited for this new season. I hope you guys are excited as well. W Supercell for a lot of their updates that they've been doing. He's gonna go in with the Hog here. No one just cycles cards like that. Oh wow, he did just cycle cards like that. Weird. All right, well, I'll take the King Tower activation. I just feel like that was a weird play. So whatever. Well, I'll take the free King Tower activation. He also kind of wasted his Tesla. Interesting. All right, let's go in. I know he just spent 5 elixir in the opposite lane, so I'm apt to go in here. Nice. Those bats are going to do well. The Goblenstein monster actually doesn't do that much damage. So like a lot of the time you can just like ignore it, but I'm just going to go E-Dragon instead just to like limit the amount of damage that it gets. Nice. And he popped the ability. There's definitely a learning curve with that ability. I don't know. It caught for 2 elixir, it's like very easy to misplace it. So it didn't really get a ton of value there for him, I feel like, but that's okay. Right. All right, let's go guards here. Just kind of bide our time. Hopefully that forces out some elixir from him, and we can kind of just get him on a counter push. Okay, arrows come down. Let's drop the Ice Wizard, clog this land. I don't yet know what his win condition is. It kind of looks like a Hog Rider deck, but it's a little tricky to say. All right, let's go Goblenstein in the same lane. You can set it up same lane or easy or opposite lanes. I think dropping them in the same lane is probably the best thing to do. I think it's a little harder to defend that way. Okay, interesting Tesla placement. I'm gonna go Goblin Giant over here, and I don't think that pulls, but we'll see. I don't think that it pulls the Goblin Giant. Yeah, it doesn't. Nice, good recognition from me to realize that wasn't gonna pull. Ooh, good NATO by him though. But he's still kind of cooked. Rage here. Rage. Come on, chain on the Firecracker. Yes, and Firecracker's dead. He just wasted arrows, so now he can go bats. And GG's. Nice. Beautiful recognition of that Tesla misplacement. He played it 1 tile too low to pull from both lanes, so now there's really no reason I feel like he should break through. As long as we clog this lane here. Let's wall time this Tornado. Rage everything up. You can maybe pop the monster ability, but that's not gonna... Right? Surely that doesn't get onto our tower. Okay, yeah, we lived. Excellent. Okay, he has time for 1 more push here. Let's get ready. Okay, I'm gonna pull back the Mega Knight, and now the only way you can get on the tower is with the Hog Rider. So we're gonna clog the lane with guards. And NATO everything back. And we should be okay here. Oh, you son of a gun. Bonus time! Okay, honestly, I don't know if there was a lot more I could have done there with the spell cycling, so we're just going to take a chill pill. Cool. Ice Wizard as a safety blanket on defense. Alright, we're going to set up a nice kite here. I think it's a really good play. Bats like this should take care of all of this. We messed up that kite, didn't we? Okay, fair enough. Ice Wizard here. Rage all of this up on defense or on offense. And it's going to be difficult for him to stop. Beautiful. And that's going to be a good game. Good job for him. Good job to him for extending that match, but we kind of had too much of a lead. So we're going to hold that W, and we'll see you in the next game. Into likely our last match of the video. I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. I'm already in League 5, so I've kind of been cooking with it, but I think you guys can kind of get the gist of how to play the deck, or hopefully by now you get the gist of how to play it. Golem first play. Kind of wild, I'm not going to lie. I have no choice but to go in, only because I already cycled a 5 elixir card. We need to hope he doesn't have like a mini P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. Even this is okay. Let's tornado this in and rage. And we just need to make sure that we take his tower. I don't know. Like that we just have to. Guards here as well. And he spent a lot. And now he can't afford to support his golem. So did he deserve that for going golem first play? I think so. I think he deserved that for going golem first play, but we'll see. Ugh, golem players, man. That's just crazy. Not crazy. It makes my blood boil. How do you just drop 8 elixir at the start of the game and think that you're going to be okay? Don't let them get away with that. You can't let golem players get away with that. I'm telling you right now. Please do not. Okay. Well, same rule applies, yeah? Same rule applies. Nice. Not a bad NATO, but even so. Yeah. Golem players, man. They're on another level. Okay, nice. We're going to nearly take that tower. I think I played that E-Drag too early. Because he can, yeah, I was going to say, he can just do his E-Drag on it. But I think he messed it up. Let's tornado this in. And I think our E-Drag works. I'm honestly flabbergasted to see people running Golem in this meta. Alright, this is tower down, I think. I'm going to do this to try and activate my King Tower. Yeah, okay. Bats here to clean up this side. I can't let those get on my tower. Nice. Okay, so we still shouldn't lose from this position. Come on. Cannoneer shoots the other skeleton, maybe? Come on, seriously? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go like this. He's putting up a fight, man. I gotta give credit where credit's due, but it's just there's no way he can take my entire tower before I can take his. You know what I mean? Just with this lead. So that E-Drag interaction didn't really go our way, unfortunately, but it's all good. Okay, we're gonna just set up like a wall, basically, and if he goes in with the golem, we're just gonna kind of spam him. All right. Nice. Very nice. Kind of a wasted lumberjack, in my opinion. I feel like that wasn't a very good move. Let's go like this, so that way our E-Dragon chains onto his E-Dragon. Good NATO by him, honestly. Nice. But it's not going to be enough. And we're going to get a second Electro Dragon down. We have split lane pressure, so GG's to this Golem player. I mean, not really. He went Golem first play, and then Golem second play, and then proceeded to get 3 crown, but that's the power of this deck. I hope you run into a Golem player. We'll hold that W, and I'll catch you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time. In case you want to take a screenshot, I will also put the link to the deck in the description of the YouTube video. So give this deck a try. Let me know what you think. And remember, have fun. It's just the start of the season. You're learning new cards, new interactions, new decks, all of that. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's going to be a long season. So if you've made it this far, just know how much I appreciate you supporting me and supporting the channel. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.